Are you doing something dirty? Are you doing something your parents don't know about? Are you breaking the law? I've been
Very naughty.
Fred first appeared in Season 1 in the second part of Episode 4, an episode iconically dubbed Freaky Fred, as well as making an hilarious cameo at the end of the Ball of Revenge episode. This was my brother's top villain of the show, and he made some strong arguments as to why that I can't remember at the moment, so I'll just fill in the gaps as I go along. All I know now is he's considered to be one of the most disturbing characters that, ironically, is also one of the most harmless. We start off the episode with Eustace being very opposed to Fred's visit, scaremongering Courage in a hilarious display of protest. Courage, expecting the worst, was greeted by a calm, thin-looking person with a big head, thin blonde hair, thick blonde eyebrows, green eyes, a fixed wide smile, awkwardly carrying a briefcase. At first, Courage seemed unsure of what to think, but was soon given subtle hints that this guy might be a little naughty, and as usual started freaking out, only to be shut down by Muriel. So only in the next scene do we really get to the core of what makes Fred, After Eustace accidentally traps Courage in the bathroom with Fred, Fred began to tell his childhood stories of him being naughty in the most freaky way possible. That is to say, he started reenacting them right there on the spot in the bathroom. We as the audience soon realize Fred has trichotillomania, a fancy way of a person saying, "Cutting off all this hair makes me feel good, so I think I'm gonna do it again." I guess less is best, making only a little naughty. But I digress. Courage, now in a full state of panic, started trying to escape from his situation in the most creative ways you could possibly imagine. Fred, being completely unfazed by Courage's distress, began showing a darker, more disturbing side to him, which is to say that he was completely apathetic to his victims' feelings and well-being. He even seemed generally entertained by Courage's escape attempts, while maintaining his calm, polite persona, even playfully stuffing Courage's mouth with pancakes and shaving it off. All of this served to increase the weird factor, but luckily in the end, Courage was able to call the nut house, and eventually they came in to take him back to the home for Freaky Barber's mental institution.
Private room, your hero, ever naughty.
Now, going back to my question, I think we can all come up with a few reasons why this character is so disturbing. As to who he is, well, he's Muriel's nephew, and he's a fucking psycho. Now that's a figure of speech, but let's go over some of the things about his character. He feels no guilt over his actions. He struggles with impulse control, has zero regard to the well-being of others, and finds satisfaction in something he clearly understood as being socially unacceptable.
Yeah.
Adding this to his already eccentric personality creates quite an unnerving person that at first glance seem normal, but as soon as you're locked inside a room with him, things quickly escalate to a nightmare scenario. But that's just his character. What really makes it creepy is how the show does, quite masterfully I might add, put a lot of emphasis on sound and music, from the weird noises he makes when blinking to the creepy nursery rhyme type music and dark undertones that give this sinister feel to the character. This, coupled with his weird movements, eerie smile, and unsettling mannerisms, create the perception of a very disturbed individual that is far too close to reality for comfort. Anyway, for me it's the compounding effect of all these things combined It really makes him such a disturbing and memorable character. But let me know why you think he's so disturbing in the comments below. Bye.